Okay, so I'm about to put the pin number to the Kahoot into our Teams chat because obviously we don't want to broadcast that the whole way across YouTube with all of you guys who are watching it, all 9 people who are watching it, which I don't even think is all of you guys, is it? There are more than 9 people in the room. Oh, Wallace has joined us, and Dom has. Hi, Wallace and Dom. If either of you have got cameras, please feel liberated to turn them on. Or microphones. Now, this time, for a special one-off end-of-season finale, you can go with whatever names you want, as long as they are neither racist, homophobic, sexist, culturalist, or imply paedophilia.
Well, now I just feel I put my nipples, so now I feel, oh well.
With that kind of list, it's quite limiting as to what we can do. Oh man, what's going on with my PowerPoint? There it is.
You want to copy the join info and send it to him? There's no link.
Ask him what email address he's logged into Teams with, and then try inviting that email address, Jacob. Otherwise, get yourselves over onto Kahoot. When you've got your login ready, put your hand in the air, either physically or with the little hand up button. Okay, we've got a banana in the quiz. We've got Al in the quiz. Martha's in the quiz. Excellent physical exertion there, Martha. Oh, this is really confusing, having 2 mice. It's just unnecessary. That's great news, Dom. Not that you don't have a mic right now, but it's great news that you can participate in everything else. I hope that you're all hearing the Kahoot music at this point in time. Is that a thing? Can you all hear it, or do you need me to hum it?
I can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
I'm
glad I can't hear
it. Oh, I just kind of went into sweet dreams then.
We can only see the stats. Stafta.
Yes.
I can see that. I can't see the computer.
That's good because I haven't shared that on the screen. However, let me start a stopwatch so I can find out how long the lag is, because the lag is going to be very important. Are you ready? Tell me when you can see it. What are you saying?
Shall I send you Danny's email to add it to the call? Because I don't know to do that.
Yeah, you can do. Let me know when the Kahoot bit comes up.
Just came up.
Woohoo! Just the 16-second lag then. That's going to make the questions. Ooh, 20 seconds of lag. Oh. Oh man. Who'd do a thing like that? Right. Let's see if we can get Danny in.
What's supposed to be on your screen? It just says you're in. You have to go on the live stream cast. You what? There's a live stream, it's in the chat. Yeah, I'm on that. I'll put it on the top. I've tapped that. Probably. I mean, there is a very big lag delay, so.
Yeah, you can tell Danny that you can't get in with that user ID. He either logs in with the account he set up with his college email address, or he doesn't. We can't get him in any other way. There is no guest access. Oh. Okay, I believe we are ready. So, delays on the ready. Do you know what I could do? I could possibly load it up at the same time on here. Should we try that? If I hit start at exactly the same time, and we'll see what happens. Or actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it this way. Hang fire. We're getting there. If somebody else can hum the hold music for me for now, that'd be wonderful. Try not to all do it at once.
Sound.
Isn't it strange how like the last day of college seems so much also like the first day did?
I don't even remember the first day, sorry.
Neither does Cass, mostly because he was in Thailand. That's right, Cass, after all this time, still jealous.
I completely forgot about that, to be honest.
20th day, I think. College and that.
Oh, shit.
My cat's just like.
Right, you're getting the delayed one. I can't start it on two machines at exactly the same time. So,
What if the delay's so bad that you don't have time to answer the questions?
oh, you were going to lose anyway, Sam.
Then he said he's in.
1 of 40.
I'll lose because
Free lensing is the process of getting lenses for free, red, using 3 lenses at once, blue, detaching your lens whilst capturing, yellow, or detaching your lens, square.
Without, can you not?
I can't even play
this is
it.
so delayed.
Without, you're so cute, but now's not the time.
There you go, look, 9 people managed to get in there.
I'm in.
That is so delayed though, literally. I've still got 15 seconds on the clock on this stream.
Oh, maybe if you'd got a webcam it'd be faster, Sam.
I don't think it would. I think my wife will just slow down even more.
I'm going.
So with that point, everybody, you need to be super intuitive with your hearing.
I didn't even get this.
Oh, hey, Danny.
Hola.
Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Sound.
You need to be super intuitive with your listening. I will read the question out, and I will read all of the potential answers out. I've got to angle my camera down because it's the only way that I can see the TV screen that's behind it.
I might actually be okay this one. I don't have to read anything.
Oh yeah, with and also the fact that you've got the fastest internet in the world.
Yeah, I have.
Question 2. What was the space flight called in Hidden Figures? Red, X-Wing, Diamond, Death Star, Circle, Star Destroyer, Square, Friendship 7.
I have no clue.
Man, this is actually quite difficult.
Oh, I thought you were one.
Oh god, I don't
I'm just
remember.
going for a girl.
You thought we were going to make an easy quiz for you, Jacob?
No, I just thought I'd see the questions on the screen.
I can't remember what it was.
Oh, because you know what the last thing? Oh, it's
Where is that, Jacob?
You definitely started struggling.
Is that you, yeah? The free quote?
The correct answer was Square, Friendship 7. Well done, the 3 people who got that right.
Oh, that was me.
And
I totally got that right. Yeah, that one.
I forgot it.
good question, Jess.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
playing a Kahoot?
Yeah. It's alright, you might be able to join in, the code's in the chat. Oh,
Yeah.
what word did Anna use to describe Evelyn's salt on the group chat? Triangle, salty, diamond, badass, circle, Jess, square, Sam.
I have no clue.
Does anybody remember?
I might
Yeah, guess it.
I'm guessing. Oh, I don't know.
I got it wrong.
Oh, I got it right.
Danny, if you look in the chat, you'll see the code for the Kahoot. It's 850050. Kahoot.it. Who asks Dan the most questions? Is it Triangle Wallace, Diamond Jack, Circle Danny, or Square Marth? Ah.
Which?
Who asks Dan the most questions?
Can you go to the options?
No. It'll be on the live stream in a while.
Yeah, if I
See,
was-
you're like most people's live streams are right there. Well, 3 people's were.
I've got the last stream here, but it's
So do I.
We left the most questions.
You got to listen, man. You got to get them ears tuned in, haven't you? We're so used to being everything being visual and right there for us, and now all of a sudden it's like watching the radio. L's on fire.
It's literally 18 seconds.
Quiz. Who saw Jess cry during Gladiator? Triangle, James. Diamond, everybody. Circle, L. Square, Josh.
Well, I didn't, so it can't be everyone.
Oh, I wasn't there, so.
See, Josh smiled. They probably do because we would have.
I can't remember
I didn't know.
when we even watched Gladiator.
Oh, Jess can.
Genius.
How can you not remember? Jess watched it 3 times in preparation. Everybody that was there saw Jess cry.
I didn't, and I was there. That's about to
Alright, Sam, calm down. Calm down.
I was right at the front of the class, and I was like, so, how has everybody enjoyed the film?
I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe more a measure of your empathy, Sam, than your visual ability.
I just sent the questions wrong.
Who voted me?
Joe?
Why did it say that?
Joe Cheese. You're topping the leaderboard. Next question. Wallace is king of Triangle, the hand ocarina. Diamond, the hand ocarina. Circle, that ocarina of hand. Square, the hand. It's mostly a spelling challenge. I'm sorry to the dyslexics in the group.
This is unfair.
This is unsquare. You're right, Martha.
Oh.
Hey, got it right. There's different spellings. I mean, that's not really fair. Because you can't.
Alright, Sam, I got it right. Calm down.
Sam, I'm going to move this microphone closer to the speakers in between the rounds so that we can get everybody's reactions. Are we ready for the next question? Danny, have you managed to sneak in?
If it was the right code was 850080, then no, I haven't.
It wasn't. It was 850050. Which
Now
might.
I've been able to sneak in a nickname.
Who looked better in a skirt? Triangle, Angelina Jolie. Diamond, Russell Crowe. Circle, Uma Thurman.
I feel like that's a very objective opinion, but.
I'm sure I put another option in there to try and throw people as well, Jess. I'm sure I put Scarlett Johansson in because I thought people would go for that, thinking James has rated this question, but. So who?
Did bloody Uma Thurman even wear a skirt?
Extremely.
I think this is the point. But still, it's still an objective opinion. Other people will find other people who looked better than Russell Crowe, but you know.
Yeah, but it's out of the films we saw, so.
But as part of film studies, Jess taught film studies. Therefore, Jess knows the right answer to that question.
Apparently coming on now. She's just sent me a text message.
Do you want to?
Can we take bribes to know the right answer?
That could be cheating.
Next question. According to Dan, who needs to find the focus wheel? Triangle. Cass, Dan, Jacob, Jack, Joe and Sam. Sensibly sized team. Diamond. Wallace, Dom and Max. Circle. Heather and Al. Or Square. Anna, Josh, Martha and Holly.
I call the friends. I know the
I know what the focus is, but I'm still choosing our team because.
It's probably us.
Oh no. But at least we don't need to know where the focus wheel is. I don't know.
Wallace, Dom. Next question. Elle was named after a character in a film. Which film was it? Was it Triangle, Up, Diamond, The Notebook, Circle, Jurassic Park, or Square, L?
I have no clue. Just Jurassic Park. I've lost all faith in your family now.
I put it was Jurassic Park, but I can't even remember.
I could see L being a pterodactyl.
reason, I just blanked out and didn't choose anything. So,
Did Jurassic World?
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Was it the woman at Jurassic Park? Or was it the little girl at Jurassic Park?
Dr. Ellie Statler. So yeah.
I just thought it the first name was Stafta for some reason.
How many people are playing this game? I just want to know where I'm in the rankings.
LAV is an abbreviation
Low
of
D's probably at the
triangle, lavatory microphone, diamond, laboratory microphone, circle. It isn't an abbreviation, or square, lavalier microphone.
What was the abbreviation? What was the question?
LAV is an abbreviation of.
Wow.
Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh, no.
I don't even know.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
Hey, correct.
Who went with lavatory microphone? Joe, you're holding on up there, Joe. Santa's on his way up. Next question. On the trip to Iron and Friends 4, who had never been to London before? Triangle, L, diamond, Josh, circle, Anna, square, Jacob.
Gotta be out.
Jacob's got to.
It has to be out.
I forgot to put the other question in. I was going to put the question in of how long did we have to catch the train? And I forgot to put that question in.
Oh, because look, that look on your phone.
We did not have long to catch the train. Anna is the right answer. Joe clinging on to the lead there.
Well, I still in second place.
Next question. What was the ambient air temperature of the gym in January? Was it triangle, 2 degrees, diamond, 1 degree, circle, -2 degrees, or square, -30 degrees?
Or cuboid freezing. Felt like -30.
125 points from Jacob. Jacob, you've had 10 extra questions.
I was going to keep you to it, but
Fair enough.
Since when did we go to the gym in January?
is it 1 degree? Did you do one?
When did you go in the gym in January, Sam?
Yeah. I
Can't have been -30.
Anybody remember when you went in the gym in January?
Oh,
For the experiment.
yeah, experimental film.
Yeah.
Oh
But it can't have been -30.
How can it be
no?
-30
There's
degrees?
no way.
Joe, can we just have a check-in with you at this point in time? You're leading the pack. How are you feeling?
Sounds like he's bedbound.
I didn't hear a word of that. Did other people hear that? Is that just me?
He said he's feeling good.
Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll just turn the sound up. That's probably sensible.
1,543, bro.
Here we go. Question 13. How excited was James when he projected onto the building? Triangle, beyond happy. Diamond, was alright. Circle, so excited he nearly set up an evening exhibition event.
Oh, there's only 3 people who really know about that.
Yeah, I've known about.
I feel like most people can imagine his happiness that day.
Are we ready for the next question? How many people said that they'd want a hoodie? Triangle, 15. Diamond, 13. Circle, 14. Square, 12.
What was the first one, sorry?
It should be 15 because Jacob says he's buying them all.
What was the first one, yeah?
The first option was 15. Hi Anna, come and join us on Kahoot.
Seriously, 15. Oh my. I'm 1.7 thousand points behind.
Are we ready for the next question?
Can I quit now?
Nearly 148.
There's plenty of time to catch back up. We spent a lot of time writing questions yesterday.
What can I hear in the background?
Question 15. According to Dan, who created the most immersive installation experience? Triangle, Danny. Diamond, Josh. Circle, Cassius. Or square, L?
Totally Danny.
Isn't this objective?
Yeah, isn't this a bit subjective?
Not at all, no. If you look at the question, according to Dan...
Which one's Josh? The diamond.
Yeah.
No, I would say Danny's. Danny's sick.
Did you just have the computer?
Yeah, I thought you had all the computer stuff. I thought it looked sick. That's soon
All the
enough.
wires and that.
Wait, Danny, which one was yours?
Oh, Dan said he might join us this afternoon.
Yeah,
He's in the chat. He's in the
Isn't he?
stream chat.
It's in the YouTube chat.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not keeping up with that.
Super chat.
Next question: how is slow motion achieved? Is it triangle frame rate, diamond ISO, circle aperture, or square shutter speed?
How was what achieved?
Slow motion.
Oh, I just wait. No, I think that was the one.
Frame rate, isn't it? I hope that was the right one. I couldn't forget.
I couldn't remember what was which.
I know
Yeah.
it's frame rate, but I didn't know it's.
Yeah, I didn't know which icon it was. Okay, I got it right.
Oh no!
Press the wrong button.
Okay, I clicked the wrong one.
We're catching up to Cassius, Jacob. We're getting there.
Oh my god, up a place.
Sam's took the lead.
Wait, have I?
No, quick.
I'm still completely.
Hold on.
There we go.
I just heard hope.
Mr. Cocky's coming back.
I just heard hope in your voice. Then Sam, can you rein it in a bit, please?
No, okay.
It's
I'm just
confusing.
because
That's-
I'm
that's-
actually just.
Much better, thank you. Question 17.
Okay.
Who is most likely to get left in the service station toilet? Triangle, Josh, diamond, Sam, circle, Jack, square, Anna.
What do you mean incorrect?
What do you mean incorrect?
It was in a service station. It was just.
Josh, that totally wasn't the right answer, man. The right answer's Anna.
Are you joking me?
No.
I
The-
clicked Anna and got it wrong.
We all clicked Anna.
We all got it wrong.
Sorry, I've clearly put the wrong option in. I must have copied the one from the previous question. I tell you what, yeah. Show me your tickets and I'll give you a refund based on the value of your ticket.
Why did you scum us over, James?
I do apologise. The correct answer, as we all know, is Anna. Seems as Anna's with us. Hi, Anna. I know you're late. Did you go to the toilet before we started?
No comment.
Next question. You're right, mate. Triangle, yes. Diamond, no. Circle, shut up, Jack. Square, Jack, can you just?
What was the last one?
Jack, can you just?
I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah. Seen a bit, Jacob.
I'm so disappointed that Jack's not here to have seen that question. So disappointed.
Spect Whammon. Is this you, Cassius?
Actually, he never said
What?
right.
Next question. What was Tristan's name? Was it Triangle? Tristan Antoine Evans Tovey. Diamond, Tristan Antoine Evans Tovey. Circle, Tristan Antoine Tovey Evans. Or square, Tristan Antoine Tovey Evans. I enjoyed writing that question so much.
Big fan of his work. If I get this wrong, Joe,
Oh my god.
Joe, if you got that wrong,
Is it really the last?
I
I just want to say it was Tristan.
I've still got footage of Joe breaking down saying how much he
Yeah,
loves
I've still
Tristan.
Footage of Joe saying what?
I
Bryson
asked him a
Down
question,
staying.
who's your favourite lecturer, and he just goes, "Ask me, Tristan Antoine."
He just breaks down.
Hey Dan Moore, welcome to the
Hello, how
party.
you doing?
Dan's come and joined us.
I thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Hi.
Next question. What is the difference between B-roll and C-roll? Triangle, B-roll gets shot first. Diamond, C-roll doesn't exist. Circle, they're the same thing. Square, I think I was absent that week.
Oh, I miss Tristan.
C doesn't exist. I was about to say if I've
C-roll doesn't exist.
missed out.
Joe back in the lead. Sam, you roll down a bit there. Who's Hulu?
Me?
Yes, on fire, Hall.
Little D's coming for first place.
L, you back up there, back in the reckoning again. Next question. Studied a media course but cannot stay awake through a video. Triangle, Sam, diamond, Dom, circle, L, square, Jack.
Who fell?
Oh, I don't know. We all never fall asleep.
Was it you, Sam?
No, mate.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I think
I'll
I
go
saw
with Jack.
Sam asleep.
Yes.
Oh, it's
It was
I
Jack.
literally
Jack
went as
always
soon
fell
as
asleep.
Every single time. We had to put Jack on sound duties just so he'd stay awake. Oh, Joe. Joe, did you forget or was you too slow on the draw? Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Take no L's.
L, you're on fire. You're top of the leaderboard. How are you feeling about being top L? L, how are you feeling?
Oh,
How did I
good.
go down a place when I get the right?
Good. For me.
Excellent comments.
Is Matt not joining the call?
Next question. When was the deadline for the corporate project? Triangle.
Bloody hell.
Triangle, in about 2 weeks' time. Diamond, that's a James question. Circle, June 4th, or square, June 5th.
Oh god. It's a James question, eyes.
Technically, that would be correct. See, a lot of this quiz is me just sussing out if James is trolling or not. If he's actually taking
This wasn't even my question. That was Dan's
There's
question.
40 questions. Oh,
Yeah, I did mention that
You
earlier.
only just mentioned.
I
Yeah.
mentioned that at 10 questions, and this is when
It's
I was
alright, we're halfway
checked
now.
Who's Josh the Bannon?
Who?
Josh the Bannon. Is...
Oh, that's me. I couldn't fit banana on there.
Next question. The 4 characters for your drama, where were they from? Triangle, Mexico. Diamond, Argentina. Circle, Colombia. Or square, Paraguay.
I can't hear
Anybody gets this.
I couldn't hear
We
it.
literally spent like 4
Yeah,
lessons
like a repeat
researching this.
Yeah.
Instead of these answers for.
In your like TV episode stuff, where were the characters from?
Oh, they're from bloody Taiwan, wasn't it?
From Taiwan, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
From
sure.
Taiwan.
Try and click Try and click that rhomboid shape in the bottom right corner.
Are we ready for the next question? I'm going to go till we get to like the middle of a set of 10, and then we'll do some awards, and then we'll come back and do some more questions, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. How many people left the course?
So we had,
Triangle, 1. Diamond, 5. Circle, 2. Square, 3. Or click the James button if you think the correct answer is, who cares, losers.
Right, does like have
See, I
does
know.
count or not?
That's right, Jacob.
Well, if this is wrong,
Then it's 3, but
if this is wrong, I'm going to be angry.
Touch screen, just press my face. And do you know what? I've put the wrong answer in.
I think you have, because I think it's 4.
It is 4.
Oh, you idiot!
so who left it was
Pukey McPuty face.
Yeah, Courtney. He's forgot about Courtney.
I forgot about Tom.
Courtney, Matt, Tom, and
Missy.
starts with an M, Missy.
You might be wondering.
Did they leave before I got there?
Yes, Cass, you were still on holiday.
Tom, me, Jack.
Tom.
I did forget about Courtney. How can you forget about Courtney? The first day of college, you go on a trip and she has to get off to throw up because she's been drinking all night before. How can you forget about somebody doing that?
Yeah, Courtney was a road man. Yeah. I've still got her on Snapchat. It's a little bit. Oof.
Working in Amazon.
Are we ready? Are we ready to continue? Good. Next question. What is the occurring theme in Roma? Triangle, water, diamond, black and white, circle, dog poo. Square, loft hatches.
Just
There'll be water.
this bullshit. Look,
I thought it was one of those weird questions.
Well, it was actually square, but it was in.
Which leg did Sam injure when he jumped over the fence? Triangle, left knee. Diamond, right knee. Circle, left thigh. Square, elbow. It's a difficult question, I know.
I can't remember first. I think it's the left.
What was the first answer?
It was left.
Left knee, triangle. Diamond, right
I
knee.
think it was his
Circle, left thigh. Square, elbow.
I know it's my knee. I
swear it was his ankle.
It's my ankle
It was his hamstring. It was hamstring.
It was my ankle.
Right, we can watch the film back if you'd like, and try and work out left leg, right leg, knee, ankle, elbow.
It was the ankle because
I think it was the hamstring.
I twisted my ankle. So there's something.
Josh the Banana, you're still up there. Sam's on fire. Cass, we can see you. That's amazing.
Cassie, speak. I want to see that ankle.
Come on, Cass, sort it out, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that view.
I can't see him.
Next question. Who did the best rap music video? Triangle, Jack, Diamond, Martha, Circle, Dom, or Square, Max?
Jack, just because you dressed.
Did you say rap music video?
I did say rap music video.
Just because Jack just dressed up as a Fortnite character.
I'll say Dom because it was a decent song.
Yeah, I think it looked like Eminem.
Yeah, like our old style Eminem one.
Yes!
Oh, yeah. 1K.
I mean, Jack's was good, and he did go full costume, but Dom nailed it. Like, there is no question about that whatsoever.
For a second, I forgot Eminem made the song. I thought it was Dom coming out that he's actually a rapper.
Question 28. Which lens compresses your image? Triangle, telephoto, diamond, wide angle, circle, prime, or square, fisheye?
Come on.
Did you say distort your footage?
Compresses your footage.
Compresses.
I don't remember Dad telling me that.
Oh no.
You probably won't know. It's going to get you wrong. It's. Oh, fuck.
Try this one.
Telephoto is just standard lens. I put that, but it's not.
What was the second answer?
I think it's fisheye.
It was a wide and fish.
Oh no!
Yeah, boys. Oi, Jacob, why you past me?
I told you, I'm good for first place.
How far is the live stream behind, by the way, right now?
I don't know. 10 seconds.
Okay. Next question.
What live stream are we on?
Who played park owner John Hammond in Jurassic Park? Triangle, David Attenborough. Diamond, Stephen Attenborough. Circle, Richard Attenborough. Or square, Daniel Attenborough.
Funny fact about him, he says he's famous for selling televisions.
I thought you said funny fact he's fit.
Who played park owner John Hammond in Jurassic Park? Oh, it's too late, Anna.
Also played Santa.
I mean, no.
Miracle on 34th Street,
Have you got the live stream open, Anna? How do I unanswer? Can't you write the questions in the chat? No, it's on the live stream, Anna.
How do I answer?
Click on the link to the live stream, Anna. Next question. What does LED stand for? Triangle,
I've got about 6 lives.
lens equaling distance. Diamond, light emitting diode. Circle, lunar equilibrium dysfunction. Square, length equals distortion.
What are we now doing?
If it's circle, then that's a bit bad.
I remember this from science.
Oh, sorry, still on the screen.
Long equilibrium dysfunction or something like that.
Light emitting diode.
Yes.
There we go. Now, is that the 39th question?
30th.
That's the 30th.
And there's 40 questions. I can't see it on my screen. I just get like the answers. So with that in mind, let's go back to the awards presentation.
Yay.
I can't put the music on for you. I'm sorry. Dan did a great job earlier of downloading me some royalty-free
I'll just swap Spotify on.
Yeah, that'd be nice for everyone, Sam.
No, just me.
It wasn't royalty free. We're all getting sued. What? 13 average viewers.
So yeah, man.
It's just all us.
High season. Welcome to the Stafters. This is very much the end of year closing ceremony. We would be doing this if we were in college. The only difference would be that it would probably be later in the evening and we'd be wearing formal attire. You know, we
I'm
wouldn't.
wearing a polo if that counts.
Sam, you don't have a webcam. You can literally say whatever you want right there, can't you?
No, I just use my phone. Actually, I can't be asked.
I mean, I'm totally wearing suit. I'm wearing suit trousers. Sure. But yeah, so that'd be happening, and usually what happens is we have an interlude where people, and this happens every time, are like, "Yeah, man, we'll just sneak to Sainsbury's and buy some booze, and we'll put it in cups, and James will never know," which is wonderful because I'm usually behind the
I can
curtain
go get some
with my own.
drinks if it's a celebration.
I'm not sure you can really share it around with. Yeah. So yeah, it's obviously a little bit different in that sense. There's usually printed certificates, which we don't have printed certificates.
Or they get posted to us.
No, it's unlikely.
Then we'll put them up.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
There's
Are these awards going to be all serious, or are they going to be so?
Oi, what's Al drinking?
some people are getting serious awards. Some people are just getting awards. So are we ready? Are we all ready for the awards season?
Award season, bring it on.
It's not gonna start until there's some American-esque cheering and whooping coming from you guys.
Can I get a drink first? You want to get to drink?
That's mostly just three of you. Mostly just three of you.
Gonna grab a glass.
Award number 1. The most entertaining scriptwriter.
Me.
That's not how awards work, Anna. I think you've just confused awards with a raffle.
Me. Why are you nominated to come up?
And the Oscars, and it's just sitting there. Me, I won this one.
Hold my mic. Brilliant. Right, here we go. So the most entertaining scriptwriter. If I was to tell you that in the first year he wrote the script The Other Side, and also introduced us to Mr. Smith and Alfred when explaining music videos, who would I be talking about?
I don't know. Well, it's.
I would be talking about Dominic Payne. Well done, Dom. You write with flair and real straight-up dialogue. You are very deserved of the most entertaining scriptwriter award. Hi, Jack's with us. You right, mate?
Hi, James. You're right.
I wasn't. That wasn't directed at you, Jack. I was just saying it.
Was this for the short episode?
I was at the shop, sorry.
That's all right. Did you get us all ice lollies?
Nah, I didn't even buy any ice cream or nothing. I don't really buy ice cream.
Unbelievable.
I bought groceries for the mom.
Just so you know, Jack.
Yeah.
There's a link in the chat to the YouTube live stream.
Okay.
Like and subscribe, obviously. Thanks, Dan, for my plug training.
Was the entertaining scriptwriter award, was that for the TV episode?
It was just all the scripts in general that we've seen.
Alright, fair enough.
And Dom, I forgot to mention the idea that you came up with for your drama, which was also brilliant.
That was decent.
I thought that was the Spanish one.
Yeah, that was...
The one in
I
the
don't-
car.
yeah.
Next award, the Services to the College Award. So this award really is about students who come onto the course and they live much wider than just the course and get involved in anything and everything that gets offered to them or that they're invited to be involved in. This particular person has been really good at picking up when things have gone wrong. They've been really good at pushing the agendas of others, like making them bring in costumes. They've always been getting involved in making extra videos at every opportunity. They've been a pretty good mentor across the last 2 years when they've needed to be. Big hand, please, to Josh the Banana.
No, I'm going to take you just.
Oh wait, I've got a question check on my phone.
Very deserved, Josh. I'm gonna. Hold on. I'm trying to load up the certificates at the same time. So bear with me just a second. I feel like I should display those at the same time on the screen, just in case anybody ever questions whether or not it's a real thing that we've got them. But I clearly haven't named them properly. There we go. That'll come up soon. And it'll go again. And we'll get rid of that, just in case anybody's really good at writing. Okay, the next award. The Best Instagrammer Award. In previous years, this has gone to the Best Snapchatter, but since I don't really do Snapchat and
Jack would have got that Snapchat.
Jess and Dan never really mentioned it to me, we've gone with Best Instagrammer Award. So I think this probably falls into the same category as most achieving at social media influencing and direction. So, Mr. Jacob Fletcher Johnson, big hand. Excellent commitment over the last couple of years, keeping up with that, and very promising future for you. And if you didn't see the interview that me and Jacob did, that we live streamed the other day, more for you, man. What are you playing at? Get on the socials, come on. Excellently said. I'll be dropping the full version of that soon, Jacob.
100k on the way. 100k on the way.
The next award is a Grade Hunter Award. Now, in previous years, this has very much been a Taking the Mick award for certain students that we have who will hand in work, and they'll be like, they'll hand in something like this, right? Like, oh yeah, I've done my work. Can I have a distinction? Right. No, like you haven't even uncreased it, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, James." Now can I have a distinction, right? And that process has sort of gone on, and then they're like, "Why can't I have a distinction then?" Yeah, why can't I have a distinction? You're like, well, you know, you haven't really given any examples or explained it or wrote any words or really done anything. So it's traditionally been a Taking the Mick kind of award, but you guys haven't been that kind of group. I mean, Cass, obviously you're the exception there, Cass.
I tried to bribe you quite a bit with chocolate.
You did, and there was a period of time in the first year, more so than the second year, where a few of you were very much on how many resubmissions can I possibly get away with, or how many times can I possibly get James to read this before he tells me it's still not the distinction. But I think that fizzled out quite quickly, whereas in years gone by, it's that kind of mental bombardment of teaching staff has been quite high, but not with you guys. Like it's never really been the case with you, and that's really been refreshing to see. So this year the Grade Hunter Award's a little bit different, and it goes to the person who has reached far beyond what they may have expected themselves to reach beyond at the beginning of the course. And they also get a fantastic image to go with it, which will be up on the live stream in about 10 seconds. So, is it there?
No.
Is it there?
Yeah.
No?
You'll hear our reaction.
Okay.
You'll hear our reaction.
I'll just start clapping now.
Roll, please.
Is it still not there?
With me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me. I thought it was Holly.
No.
Imagine looking at a picture
Well-
of yourself and being like,
Well,
Wait, what? I can't see the live.
Well done, Josh. Very deserved. And also, thanks to Jess for the image. Great work, Jess. Doozy of a picture.
Got a few at Cassius if you want them.
Next up is the Best Drama Award. This is a bit more of a serious one. And this was a really tough call because there were 4 dramas made, and I'm sure you will all agree that 3 of them were outstanding. And one
For a
was
second, I thought you were on about drama in the class, not as in the actual.
oh, in fact, you guys can do that if you want. Do you want to nominate the Best Drama in the Classroom award?
Started off at the beginning of the course and it's still there.
Jeez, I'm just gonna go hang myself.
Oh, come on, Sam. You haven't even got a webcam.
Cassius will banking on some views.
So, the good news here is that we're set up. So, in about 20 seconds, over on the live stream,
Stafford has shown a growth in homelessness. In a recent study in 2019 conducted by Shelter, figures across the Black Country in Staffordshire were showing numbers of nearly 1,000 people.
It can be argued that film and video.
Stafford has shown a growth in homelessness.
Right, how's this look?
Yeah, it's good. You want the binoculars?
Yeah, sure. Cheers. By the way, you should probably check on the radio, see what the situation downtown's like.
Yeah, okay, I'm on it. Hey Maria, Officer Lopez here. How are things downtown?
For God's sake, Ed, how many times do I have to remind you to use the public communication codes on the radio? Anyway, what do you two want?
Hey, don't be like that. I'm just trying to watch birds and shit.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's just that I'm supposed to meet someone later tonight, but I haven't heard from him all day. I've got the feeling he might just be another good day.
Okay, thanks. We'll be back after our break.
It's actually been pretty quiet.
How do I end the call?
Take your thumb off the button.
So, are you seeing anything good?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of trees. That's what you meant. I hear they're supposed to be good.
That's freaking hilarious, man. I'm gonna see what's on the radio.
Yeah, go on then.
Previously on Lávate las manos.
Donde mi familia? El cabrón me llamo. Y que el camino.
¿Dónde está?
Man, I wish we saw more action like that.
Nah, if you ask me, it's better out here in the countryside where we can just relax.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty nice out here. You know, nothing bad really ever happens.
Anyway, I'm gonna go release my coffee back into the wild and catch my drift.
Alright, thanks, man. Hey, Hector. I think I can see a bird in that tree.
Yeah, alright.
Hello, Mother.
Eduardo, what do you think you're doing leaving your mother to go without her medicine?
I can't bring it to you right now. I just got off my break.
But what about me, Eduardo? What about your poor mother? Without my medication, I'll have to stay at home when I never get to see my friends. Do you want your mother to be lonely and die because of you?
Okay, I'll bring it to you. Goodbye, Mother.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Now let's go.
Starts with a B. You aren't on the screen, you just did.
You already started? Yeah. Alright, let's get it finished.
Sleep rough tonight, but I'll finish it tomorrow for you.
I think it's good.
No, here's my cake for tonight anyway.
I'll see you tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. What time do you think it is?
Shit. Your parents are going to be back soon.
Shit, I've got to go.
Car! See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate.
Isn't it too? Not having anything. Who's at the door? Get with me, you Mike. Who's there? Are we there? Have we made it?
We made it. Best drama. What's best?
So the best drama is going to be a joint award this year between Wallace, Max and Dom for Los Picantes, or Mexican Cops, and Jacob, Cassius and Danny for Bloodlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Bloodlines. Let's just say it's Bloodlines.
Very good. Next up. Oh, hold on. Wallace is in the chat.
Well done, lads.
Don't break it.
Wallace, we will pass that on. Jess, would you like to take the next award? Is Jess still with us?
I think she wasn't a fan of the drama, she had to tune out.
No, she's still here. She's on mute.
Perfect timing.
Jess, come back, Jess.
Josh, you need to change your background.
I don't.
But then I just blend in.
Yeah, it does it automatically. See, I see Cassius. Oh my gosh!
You know, Jacob, half your banana's gone.
Yeah, it's fair.
Right, what's Jess saying here? Oh, Jess, you can't do that. That's not okay, Jess.
Oh, look at him styling.
We did a rehearsal here, Jess. What are you playing at? Right, back to the quiz. Next question on the quiz.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it's skipped as soon as you're about to show me, Cassius. Oh,
Is that an idea of flexing, Cass?
Weird flex, but okay.
Is in Star Wars, what is Finn's Stormtrooper designation? Oh, Jessica, that writing is awful. In Star Wars, what is Finn Stormtrooper's designation? Is it FP1377, Triangle, Diamond, FN2187, Circle, F10983, or Square, F91023?
Oh yeah, boys, glad you didn't say FN on any other ones, because otherwise I would have not had a chance. I don't know if it's stressed. I don't know the numbers, I just know it's FN for Finn.
FN 2187.
Abbreviation, I think.
I only heard the last two.
Aliens are with it. FN 2187.
Yeah, I remember it just because Brienne of Tarth said it tons of times.
Next question.
Did she?
Who directed The Godfather? Triangle, Keanu Reeves. Diamond, Steven Spielberg. Circle, Francis Ford Coppola. Or Square, Martin Scorsese.
Was that who wrote it?
Who directed it?
Oh, director.
We're going to go with that one.
I just want top 5, that's all I want. Al, could you just...
Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. So sorry.
Yes, what? Tell me again why we spent all of yesterday rehearsing this, so you run off in your award time.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't.
Disgraceful.
Unbelievable. No, not yet. We haven't given it out yet. So I don't know if you want to say a few. Let me know when the live stream catches up with this.
Scorsese.
Scorsese did Wolf of Wall Street.
I think it's like banging.
Has live stream caught back up, or has it completely died again?
Just got the answer.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It hasn't caught up yet, for me anyway.
Next question.
No, we're coming away from the
We're going back to
quiz.
the awards, Jacob.
Coming away from the quiz for a minute. So, back to the awards now that Jess has returned.
What's this nomination for?
Has it loaded up yet?
No.
For the best excuse.
This is
I have to go neither.
Live stream's been on.
That gets back.
okay. The next award, Jess, would you like to take it?
Yeah, I can't see it though.
Oh,
The Alvis Award.
Yeah.
the Jessica Burke's Elvis Award.
So
the
my
Elvis got to do with
award is the Jessica Burke's Elvis Award,
Whoa.
and it goes to the person that looks exactly like Elvis.
Exactly.
What might be thinking about right now.
That's definitely not me, man.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
So,
Does anyone
okay,
know that sounds like
on to the next.
I have done it. There's a little delay, so be ready because it's coming through right there.
Looks like Alvis though.
No, it's a different Elvis.
There's many Elvises, Sam.
Well, I'm just thinking of the most well-known one. Elvis and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
What is Alvin?
That was Alvin, yeah.
Banging movie.
Hey, Sunday!
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what? Hey!
Now you want it.
Who's Elvis? Someone explain.
Well, I used to love watching My Girl. And when I first met Danny, I thought he looked exactly like Elvis. I even told you that as well.
I don't think you did. But you probably did.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Certificate's in the post, Danny.
Can't wait. I'm going to take down all the posters of my most inspired artists and my girlfriend and just have that one there.
You've got a poster of your girlfriend?
Well, it's not a poster, a frame.
I've got posters of artists, but
Most of my posts is just a random woman on my wall. So.
Next.
Thrown in the deep end award.
The next award is the Thrown in the Deep End Award. So this award goes to anybody that I personally threw into the deep end, which doesn't happen very often. Sometimes I kind of think that people need a little bit of a push into the unknown, and I tend to throw them unwillingly into the deep end. So this particular person had a bit of a warm up in project management at a certain pantomime and at a ballet performance. She did some indie projects, and then I swiftly threw her into what would be a nightmare for even the most experienced of producers. You guys remember Staff's Fest?
I do.
How could you forget?
Exactly, I do remember.
I think you spent most of your time in the car, Sam. So the Thrown in the Deep End Award goes to Heather Whitall. Very, very deserved. Hell of a difficult job to try and do.
Never forget when Sam stole that tripod.
I didn't steal the tripod. I have the box.
You get so triggered every time you bring it up.
Yeah, we're still waiting to get the invoice sent out for you, actually.
I'll send you the bloody box.
The next award is the Services to Academia Award. So I give out one of these awards every year. So every year I usually get a student who, when I set a theoretical based assignment, will submit me something that I look at and go, oh, if I put that into a PowerPoint, the students next year totally wouldn't understand it, because it would hit a level way beyond what they're capable of understanding. And without a shadow of a doubt, this person has done that with just about every single piece of work that they've submitted. The level of thought and the amount of research that goes into the projects, the level of care that's used in contextualising everything that's written, the sheer quantity of pages that they produce when the cut-off's usually around about 5. So, Holly Whitehouse, Services to Academia Award, congratulations. Very deserved.
Cassius, we'll never know your laptop died.
Next award is for Best Factual. Now, obviously you're all very aware that coronavirus happened. And what would
I
it...
take it, I'm not going to get it because I didn't ADR it.
What, you ran out of time, Sam, and this happens when all you've got is time.
I didn't have that much time actually, I was out filming most of it.
So this particular project is always a project that I really enjoy my students to work on, because it's like you come in towards the end of the course and all of a sudden it's like, well, pick whatever topic you want and produce something factual on. So you get to take all your production skills, all your logistical management skills, and then apply that purely into something that you're very passionate about. And that was kind of, yeah, it fell a bit flat on me when coronavirus happened and college got closed, because I realised that the opportunities to create those factuals were going to be lacking. And I knew that some people, regardless, would just get on with it and they'd do whatever they could to make it happen, and other people would blame it on the wind or connections.
It was a bit windy.
Sam, I think you did a great job, but you do bite easily, so I'm going to take full advantage of that.
Yeah, I did film it all by myself, but I did enjoy filming it, even though I was by
Did you use that tripod you stole?
Stafford has shown a growth in homelessness. In a recent study in 2019 conducted by Shelter, figures across the Black Country in Staffordshire were showing numbers of nearly 1,000 people, which is crazy to think there is that many people suffering out there. Across the West Midlands, over 23,700 people are estimated to be without a permanent. Stafford has shown a growth in homelessness. In a recent study in 2019 conducted by Shelter, figures across the Black Country in Staffordshire were showing numbers of nearly 1,000 people, which is crazy to think there is that many people suffering out there. Across the West Midlands, over 23,700 people are estimated to be without a permanent home, while the figure stands at 280,000 people across England. My name is Jack Hanley Walsh, and in today's episode we're going to be assessing the severity of homelessness in Stafford. So, who are Shelter? From a quick Google search we can gather that Shelter is a registered charity that campaigns to end homelessness and bad housing in England and Scotland, meaning that they help the homeless, giving excellent online advice, legal support, face-to-face services, and they also offer a national helpline 365 days a year for anyone either about to go homeless or current homeless people. So today we're going to be taking you to a local hotspot in Stafford where the homeless stay. The conditions are quite frankly appalling. Follow me this way and I'll take you there. Diving in deeper, I wanted to have a look at a locally based charity looking to assist the homeless in every way possible. Set up just outside the centre of Stafford. They are called the House of Bread. The House of Bread's Monday is admin day. The beginning of the week sees them catching up on emails and preparing for the week they have ahead. The House of Bread currently has between 50 and 75 volunteers. With their help, the food bank can keep items dated and sorted onto the relevant shelves. Will has showed us around the food bank. I was shocked by how much food was inside that gets donated by the community and local establishments, as I had never visited one before. They have a community garden where lots more volunteers are helping with the beds, plants and the trees that are growing away. On Tuesday, the staff and volunteers spend the day training. I have been told that it's become a regular event at the House of Bread for all of their staff and volunteers to receive training for first aid. The food bank at the House of Bread are currently giving out over 100 food bags a week to help the local community of Stafford. Wednesday is the first of 2 days at Cafe 43. I have been told that it's a place to be in Stafford. Everyone is welcome at Cafe 43 as it runs as a pay-as-you-feel establishment, which means everyone can enjoy the food that they provide, and if you are able to and would like to, you are welcome to donate. The food that they make is entirely from food donations from well-known establishments, a few being Nando's, Tesco, Marks and Spencer's and even KFC. Thursday is another day for Cafe 43. The cafe is completely run by the volunteers for House of Bread. Also on Thursdays, the House of Bread offers a relaxed Bible study and conversation group based around Christianity called Toast. Fridays, the House of Bread's most popular activity takes place, which is Bread Church. Whoever attends Bread Church gets the opportunity to make 2 loaves of bread. They receive 1 to keep and 1 to give away at lunchtime, where everyone gathers together to enjoy soup and bread along with their famous super scones. I took a visit down to the House of Bread where I was kindly introduced by the director Will Morris, who had informed us that due to COVID-19, the Cafe 43 building is being used for deliveries only. We interviewed him and he had this to say.
House of Bread is funded amazingly through the community. We do apply for grants and we work with trusts, but the majority of it is individuals who make donations to us. So on an average week at the House of Bread, we get around about 120 people. At any one time, we have around about 50 to 75 volunteers, and they are really the lifeblood of House of Bread. Without our volunteers, we couldn't deliver what we do.
Yeah. You guys really do need volunteers to keep the
We
place up and
do,
running.
yeah, and whatever your experience is, you can make a difference. You don't have to be qualified, relevant. If you've got a passion for this work, then make contact, find out what you can do, get involved. It's quality, not quantity.
Exactly. So what we can understand from what Will has just said is that volunteering and being community driven is what makes the House of Bread what it is today. On our journey throughout Stafford, we found another place where the homeless stay.
So this door behind us is where, if you go up the stairs, you will see a number of rooms where the homeless are sheltered. The conditions, as you can see behind us, are just quite frankly awful and really shouldn't be where a person should be staying. This building here is a job centre, well, an old job centre that has now turned to an abandoned living space.
Well, I tested the audio on yours, but it didn't work.
So yeah, well done, Jack.
Last lad. Yeah. Jack, where are the credits now?
They were on there, but somewhere.
I thought they were.
Okay, next award goes to the Services to Acting Award. This
that has to be me.
This was a really tough one because, you know, so many of you guys have got involved quite so often in so many of each other's productions. So it was really about the acting ability more than anything else. Because as much as you guys got actively involved in so many productions, I think we can all be honest today and accept that some of our acting may have been below the level that we believed before we saw the footage back. Is anybody willing to hold a hand up and accept that to be true?
Oh, big up the girlfriend for actually letting me film my music video, otherwise it would just be me sat in a tunnel singing to myself, which wouldn't have looked...
And also doing pills by itself.
Oh yeah, that would have been sick to be fair. Why didn't I just do that?
I presume that's where you've just been for 14 weeks, Danny.
Pills
in that tunnel.
So this award really is for the people that bring the acting and actually raise the bar a little. So this person has already received one award, but that's an irrelevance. Dom. Services to acting. Facial expressions of a professional. Comedic timing. You've been spot on. Next award. I'm trying to give little delays so that the stream catches up, but I'm getting bored of
It
that.
just sounds like you're just like trying to look at a script and you just don't remember what you're saying.
Thanks, Sam.
Is there always positive awards? Because Sam could have that one.
I don't know about that.
Dom.
How about the song?
Literally like 40 seconds ago, he said he was going to commit if he had to be with Anna. So, not all positive.
Well, no, I've got to hang my post for this time.
Dom, you are very welcome. Next award, most likely to be at a festival award.
What
So
festival are we talking about here?
it's an irrelevant, Sam. It's an award. It's not specific.
Well, can't we have a bit more, specifics? And I want to know details.
This is the award.
So,
the person
who
that's
is
called Samuel Layton.
who is
Here's
most
Samuel
likely
Layton.
to be at a festival? Oh, and Wallace has left. He must have got offended by something. Most likely to be at a festival award obviously goes to whichever student we are most likely to find at a festival. Martha? Seeing as you used going to download as an excuse. Oh no, I'm not just going to download. I'm going to make my music video. So that's.
It went weird, and I gave up. So it wasn't great.
Next award, the most likely to be on a holiday award. Matt is not on holiday. Matt's in Sports Direct.
He joined my stream the other day.
Is he still in Sports Direct?
Trolling me. Yeah, he started trolling me. He made like 3 different accounts and pretended he was 3 separate people and was having a conversation with himself. So he's not doing well.
So most likely to be on holiday award. I think we all know who this goes to. Well done, Cassius. And to think that you got an award before you even started the course.
Yeah. Just be like that sometimes,
Just that good.
I got an award, but I was on the team.
Trajectory went the wrong way there, Cass. The wrong way. The Creativity Award is one that I like to give out, which is usually a bit of a rogue one. It's somebody that has wild spots of creativity and in all the places you don't really expect them to. I'm giving this one to Max, because for anybody that's worked with Max at any point in time, you'll know full well that his ideas are about as wild as they get. I mean, Cass had pretty wild ideas when you were having like witches and pentagrams and all that stuff with the Mexican dudes.
It never stopped. He just stopped telling you and just carried on telling me.
Oh, well, that's your own fault then, because you could have...
I'm going to name my son Ragnar after Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings.
You
still going to do Ragnar.
could have got yourself an award there, Cass. If only you were still sharing. Okay, next award. This is a very special award. It's the Time Traveller Award. And it's special because, as all time travellers know, they have the ability to travel forwards as well as backwards. Now, sometimes as a teacher, I find in my professional career that I'll meet people in my classroom who I believe found the ability to time travel from some time in the past. And very rarely I find somebody that's shown me that they've got the ability to time travel from the future. But that latter one doesn't happen very often. More often than not, it's somebody who's travelled from the past, brought their worldly views with them into the present, and shared them against the room. Sam Layton! Big hand!
I was waiting.
Time Traveller Award
It's gonna be Wallace and his toilet.
goes to Sam Layton. Oh, Sam, you're still muted since I muted you. I feel like I should unmute you.
Like my dad, my mum, my cat, just
Dad.
Oh, God.
Now, it wasn't intentional that I put these two awards so close to each other, but I think everybody else in the room will agree that they probably deserve to be next to one another. The next award is the Consistently Late Award. So this award goes to... It's not just the person that's like, oh yeah, James, my train didn't come on time. It's It's the people that manage to nail it consistently, like every single morning, not just the ones they don't want to be there on time for. Like literally every single
Oh, I know
morning.
who this is. Oh, you're together, aren't you? So it makes sense.
Oh, sorry.
Anna Sarsfield.
If you just delayed your water,
Consistently late award, Anna. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anna, you wouldn't know who else was late because you were always the last person coming into the room.
Yeah, but that wasn't this year, so.
To be fair, Anna, to be fair, Anna, some people have managed to use both years to fully state their claim on an award. Other people, it's far more from recent memory. Because let's be honest. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But equally, Anna, thank you for joining us, because some people, when they woke up that late, would just go, do you know what, I'm not even going to bother going in today. I'll just tell them I'm at work or something, ain't that right, Jack?
I might have done that once when we went to, what was that trip I didn't go on?
Most of them.
No, I went most of them, just one. It was where Josh threw up.
That was
Yeah, Manchester. That's the one where I woke up.
He was hedgehog flu.
Oh, yeah. Huh? You definitely deserve one. Next.
Funniest vlog award.
Funniest vlog award. Jess, do you want to present this one? Are you still with us, or have you gone again? Jess, do you want to present this award?
Somebody say toast.
Yeah, Wallace and his toast. Do you not remember that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It can be argued
Toast
that
is
film
such
and
an
video
elite.
are the perfect
Go on, Jess,
medium for
take
the
it
action
away.
genre.
You're on
Unlike in a
mute. You're
book,
not.
the audience can actually see the action happening. and
No,
while the point
take it
can be
away,
made,
because I've started the
comics also
video
show
playing
the action.
already.
They are limited in how well they can convey the energy and timing of an action sequence. So why does anyone watch action films? Stories are based around conflict, and conflict often results in violence. Therefore, violence can be a good and natural way to move a story along. Action films, in most cases, are meant to be fun too. Good action is well paced and has lots of energy. The story usually isn't as layered or complex as that of pure crime drama or psychological horror. It can usually be summarized as good guy beats bad guy. What's Die Hard about? John McClane goes to a party gets taken over by bad men with guns, John gets rid of them. What's Blade about? Blade kills vampires because they kill people. Big bad vampire hatches a plan to keep killing people, so Blade kills him. While these stories do have other details, like Blade's presumably dead mother and John's separated wife, they exist to give context, structure, or reason to the action. Since violence is widely seen as destructive and harmful, there has to be a justified reason for it to be happening. This is often achieved by having a clear villain and hero. If John McClane in Die Hard wasn't up against scheming terrorists and instead just shot up an office building, the interpretation would probably be a bit different, and the film would be much more depressing and serious. Action films are also often targeted at male audiences. Protagonists in this genre will represent characteristics and qualities that men and boys will want to have themselves. John McClane fights an entire building full of terrorists, and Blade literally kills vampires with the only recognition he gets being the fear of his enemies. Neither character is entirely serious, though.
I'm not the one who just got butt-fucked on national TV, Dwayne.
And both have quirks which make them more tolerable. Fans of comedy may also appreciate the use of witty one-liners, relatable characters,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
over-the-top sequences, and occasional moments of self-awareness in these films. Lastly, films in the action genre often borrow styles from one another, creating distinct generations of films which can be associated with their time. Die Hard came out in the late 80s, and shares a lot in common with films of that time, even parodying them to a degree. John McClane, like action heroes before him, is a white athletic man who spouts numerous quips and one-liners on his bombastic quest of bloodshed. However, unlike other 80s action protagonists, he isn't entirely indestructible. being weakened and disadvantaged numerous times, and having to rely on at least some help to defeat the terrorists.
This channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
No fucking shit, lady! Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
Blade, on the other hand, is an iconic example of a film from the early 2000s or 90s. The use of colour grading, outlandish concepts, fashion, which seems bizarre by current standards, and wonderfully creative action are all traits shared with other films of that time, such as Underworld, Terminator 2, and The Matrix. Most of these films are very popular overall and have been referenced in other media innumerable times, making them a great point of conversation and a source of in-jokes with friends and other film fans. So why wouldn't some people watch action films? While there are plenty of notable action heroines who appeal to both male and female viewers, overall the action genre doesn't typically appeal to female audiences. They tend to have mainly male characters, and female characters will in most instances fill the role of love interest or damsel in distress with limited agency. Action films may also appeal less to this demographic because of the reduced emphasis on complex emotional or psychological themes, which can be found in dramas and romances. As previously mentioned, violence doesn't appeal to everyone, and can be seen as glorified and excessive too.
This is what happens when you get a brief and you decide that you don't want to do that brief, regardless of what it is, regardless that you have to do it. So you decide to be really stubborn and do it in your own way. But in the process of doing so, you end up pretty much locking yourself in your basement for your entire summer because you get carried away with the project. So this award, once again, goes to the Wallace Carlton.
brain, assuring me that I'm insane. They think our heads are in their hands, but violent use brings violent plans. Keep him tight, it makes him well. He's getting better, can't you tell? No more can they keep us in. Listen, damn it, we will win. They see it's right, they see it well, but they think this saves us from our
And this person did an amazing job of that, and maybe didn't get the recognition at the time that they deserved. Across that, nothing's been too much of an ask for her across the department, and the things that we've done and the things we've asked of her. This award goes to your 2-year student rep, Ellie Evans. As a rep, though, we expect a speech.
Yeah, we do have to have a speech. Thank all the people.
I thank you all for a very wonderful 2 years, and it's been really nice knowing you all, and never speaking to you all again.
Well, that's a lie, because you'll be around Jez's house after lockdown.
Yeah, Danny, you're connected for life now, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, that's now. Yeah, I'm off. See you in probably never.
Next award goes to the most consistent production quality. So this award goes to the person who, throughout all of the productions, has had that eye for detail. You know, looking through all the areas of the shot to make sure the composition's spot on, to get the best out of the lighting, to get the best out of the props. And they've been consistent with that, not just on the course, but I think outside of the course in their own productions as well. Jacob Fletcher Johnson, big hand.
Yeah, I have an Instagram app.
100k gang.
And the final award Oh, hold on. I've got an echo. Sorry. I was enjoying Sanitarium too much. The final award in this series of awards goes to the most engaged media student. So this is a really difficult award to give out because, especially with you guys, like your level of engagement as a class has been phenomenal. So it kind of has to reach above and beyond the usual limits of engagement. Like usually we're looking, when I give out this award, I tend to be talking about students who have met all the deadlines, students who have got consistently high grades, students who have brought draft copies of work in early, students who have, looked at a brief but done 5 times what the brief asked for them. And that person really stands out from the group. But with your group, that's not really the case because you've all been strong in this area. 2 people in particular, as being studious goes, have gone above and beyond their peers in this area. Joseph Chave, Holly Whitehouse. Most engaged media students, and very deserved. I think we should have a speech.
No one.
Joe was talking then. Very quietly, but Joe was talking. You'd like to thank Chris who?
Tristan. I was really hoping, Joseph. I'd like to thank no one. I did it all myself.
And that's the end of the awards part of the proceedings. So now we go back to Holly's speech. Thanks, Josh. I was going to let her off, but as soon as you've called her on it.
No. I want a speech.
You've all been a wonderful class, and I've enjoyed being in the class, and I found that was the main reason why I wanted to continue engage with it. Really, I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
Thanks, Holly. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, back to the quiz. We don't have many questions left. Sam is winning the quiz.
I have got a dash though, so we better finish this quick.
Oh, Sam. Take your time, James. Take your time.
Oh, hold on. I think it might be crashing. Hold on just a minute.
James, you should really check this YouTube video out just before we get back into the Who.
Yeah, you're right. I should check that out, yeah?
Actually, I'll just DDoS everyone so I win.
Well, if you DDoS James, then anyway.
Get sued for DDoSing anyway, Sam.
In the film industry, what does DP stand for? Triangle, digital programmer. Diamond, director of photography. Circle, deputy producer. Or square, Dan Pello.
What's the last one?
Joe, you've just pipped Sam.
Oh, shit. I'm DDoS Joe.
How many films are in the MCU?
Oh no.
Triangle, 24. Diamond, 19. Circle, 21. Square, 23.
You guys don't know this by now.
Which one was?
And it's their own fault, right, Al? Even I know the answer to this.
Could you say that again? The answers.
Triangle, 24. Diamond, 19. Circle, 21. Square, 23.
Oh, I knew this.
Oh no.
Technically, there should be 24. Just saying.
You should have 24, but November, October.
It's not my fault that Black Widow hasn't come out yet.
How many people are in the coup? How many positions?
10.
That's a lie, because I was just 11. Now, don't take that away from me.
Joe, you're still in the lead as we go into the final rounds. Question 35. How many films of the MCU has James seen?
How many Iron Mans is there? One.
Well, if you were paying attention to the chats we've been having, you'd know exactly how many I've seen.
Yeah, but I don't know how. I know you were on Winter Soldier, but I don't know how many were before that. I lost interest.
That was ages ago.
Right, what are the
Can we have the answers?
Triangle 15, diamond 12, circle 11, square 16. Triangle 15, diamond 12, circle 11, square 16.
I'm just gonna go with the highest.
Whoever went with 15, you've been paying close attention. I've seen all of the Iron Man and Friends, and I've watched up to Age of Ultron.
What was I the only one who got 15?
Huh?
So only one person who got 15?
2 people got 15.
You watched Endgame, and then you watched it all.
Yeah, you've seen Endgame.
Yeah, I've seen Endgame.
Yeah, backwards. But
Yeah.
not even backwards in order.
Well, I just kind of I watched all the Iron Man and Friends because Al lent them me,
Did I?
or between a collection of you. You definitely hassled me into watching them before we went and saw Endgame, and I think collectively people lent me the Iron Man and Friends films.
Iron Man 3 is overhated.
I like Iron Man 3.
I really enjoyed the computer game, which I'm sure is what they made instead of a. I'm sure that's what they made instead. No, I'm on about Iron Man 3.
Oh.
Where it just went into an entire computer game sequence where all the other suits came down and unleashed havoc. Yeah, and it was just like a constant motion tracked camera. Yeah. Next question. What was the first feature? Triangle. Oh, what was Disney's first animated feature film? Triangle, Sword in the Stone, Diamond, Disney's Mickey Mouse, Circle, Cinderella, or Square, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I've got Mickey Mouse, but it wasn't that. I know for a fact.
Which one was the last one? Was it Square, did you say?
Yes.
It is Snow White.
Yeah, it wasn't Mickey Mouse.
Wait, Sword in
Snow
the
White.
Stone is such a banger.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, Al, you're up into second. There's still time. Will Josh pip Sam on the leaderboard?
Who's first? Whoever's first, how many points have we got?
Joe, 19,658.
Jesus, you're a bit...
Next question. Brandon Lee was the son of Bruce Lee who died during the making of Triangle, The Three Musketeers, Diamond, The Secret Garden, Circle, The Crow, Square, The Firm.
I know
that one.
It was meant to be a blank, but it was actually a bullet. Didn't Bruce Lee die?
Thanks for just making sure that is the exact one that I think it is.
Didn't also Bruce Lee die?
Jacob, how'd you get that then?
Surely the Three Musketeers, if it died during the making of it, wouldn't have been called the Three Musketeers by the end of it, right?
The Three Musketeers are meant to. They'll just recast him.
Santa's catching up. Can't we start it again or something so I could win? Do you know what, Anna? Do you know what?
I did miss 10.
No. Question 38. What is the term used to describe cutting your footage without going to a different camera or clip? Is it triangle, a match edit, diamond, a jump cut, circle, a slice cut, or square, a splice?
Oh, messed up.
I think I might have messed up with this one.
Ahead of myself.
I might have messed up.
I'm just waiting for the question.
It's not a splice, because splice is when they actually did proper film reel. But it might not be a jump cut.
Correct answer is a jump cut.
Yeah. I mean, splicing is when you do it by hand with a film reel.
Sam, you've took the podium again. Question 39. How many passengers did Captain Whittaker save in flight? Was it triangle, 145, diamond, 96, circle, 58, or square, 88? And as you all know, you should have been watching this on Wednesday morning, so we expect you to know the answer.
I've just gone eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I know this one.
I don't know.
What were the...
Are we including the injured ones?
Oh,
no.
time's up. What do you mean time's up?
Oh, Joe's back in the lead.
It's disgusting.
This is going down to the wire, guys. This is tense. This is really tense. I kind of feel a little bit that because Sam's a time traveller, that maybe he's already been to the future and knows the answer to these questions and come back to the present to answer the questions. Next, final question. What did Captain Whittaker in flight drink before he took a nap? Triangle, Cuba Libre. Diamond, vodka and Coke. Square, rum and orange. Or circle, vodka and orange. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. It's a vodka and orange.
Well, he didn't drink rum, so it kind of is lost, to be honest.
In third place, Sam! You made the podium, Sam. Second place, L.
Yeah.
First place, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Joe, you did it.
Well done, everybody. And that is your final Kahoot of creative media production.
I've got to go though, so it's been fun.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
Probably never speak to you again. Probably won't care.
Bye, Sam. Is there a way that I can just remove
That's why
it?
you came third, Sam.
Jess, is there anything that you want to say to people? Thanks, Jess. I'd like to say that from my perspective, probably the worst thing to come out of coronavirus was not seeing you guys finish the year properly. Like, to me, that's absolutely the worst thing that has come from the pandemic. Like, and that in some ways that's fortunate because I could have lost people connected to it or whatever, and I haven't. And like that for me was good because you guys have been such a fun group to be around for the last 2 years. There's never really been a session that I've had with you guys where I've sort of sat in the office thinking, I don't know if I can go in there, I don't know if I can face these guys today. You've never been like that at all. You've always been so welcoming, you've been so honest, you've been so honoured. And every time I've set a brief, you've responded to it to the point that like I just made up some briefs, like just for fun, and you just got on with it and you did it, and I saw your technical abilities just grow and grow and grow, and I saw your confidence grow and grow and grow as well. And those things are really powerful to see as a teacher. Like that's why we do our job, but it doesn't always work. Like I've had plenty of groups where I've done similar things and the group hasn't responded. You know, I've given them little tasks to do and they kind of looked at me and went, yeah, we're just going to go maths. Thanks so much, James. Like, it's a nice idea, but we don't really fancy it. And you guys, you haven't done that. You've lived up to every challenge that I've set, and that's been really nice to see. And it gives me confidence in exactly the same way. So I wanted to thank you guys for being an amazing group. Like I say, I'm absolutely gutted that we can't do this properly. I hope, and it'll be entirely up to you guys, if any of you do want to meet up at some point when this is sort of blown over a bit more, and we'll maybe have a bit of an actual social and do a proper end of the course thing. But I also know that reality kicks in and some of you guys go to uni in September and you'll make new friends and you've got new lives to lead, and a lot of you guys have got new lives to lead and new directions to go off onto. So on that note, I'm going to wish you luck for your futures. I don't think you're going to need it because you've got yourselves, and that's far more useful to every single one of you than carrying luck with you, because you can rely on yourselves. Luck comes and goes, but you will be there and centered for the duration of it. So I'm going to wish you well, and it's very important at this point that you know something that's really critical. You guys have been my students for the last 2 years, but it doesn't end here. And that's a two-way street. So if in like 2 years' time you're at uni and you can't get any support and you're having a technical problem that's got nothing to do with streaming, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know how to export this, or I don't know how to cut this, and I can't get the flow, just drop me a message. Like, I'm always around for former students. And equally, in like 5 years' time, 10 years' time, when I'm like, oh my god, look at that person, they're doing really well, they've got this job in America, then I'm going to start Zoom calling you and getting you to record interviews for the next generation of students. And that's kind of the trade-off. That's the way that it works. So yeah, on that note, I wish you very well for your future. Thank you for being my student.
I'm not crying, I'm sweating.
Like on FaceTime doing this feels weird.
Yeah, because if we're together, we could at least eat cake.
Oh.
which would break the. And you could all see me off my head on sugar. But yeah, all the best for the future, guys. Stay in touch. Every one of you. There's nobody in this group currently in the chat that I wouldn't wish for them to stay in touch with me. And I'd add Wallace into that mix, but he left a while ago. Yeah, I wish you well. You're very welcome. If at this point you're still watching the live stream, well, thanks for sticking with it, and in general, thanks for being a student in the class. I've had a great couple of years. I know that Jess and Dan have both had wonderful years, and yeah, I just want to say once again a massive thank you to you guys. You've really made the last couple of years really enjoyable, and I wish you very well with your futures, and I will speak and hear from you guys very soon.